Welcome. This is a short practice to help you shift perspective and change your state. It's a lovely little practice to find new insights and inspiration right here where you are in the meeting of self and the space around you. You can do this standing or sitting, as long as you have a little bit of leeway in terms of moving your head and looking around. And you might also like to have a journal or pen and paper nearby so you can jot down any observations, any insights. So start by walking around or simply looking around the room, the space that you're in. The space that might be very familiar to you. Let yourself perceive this space as if you were seeing it afresh for the first time. And then let something catch your attention. Let something flirt with you. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just see what your gaze wants to alight on. And let yourself linger there. Let yourself make contact with this object or this place in your room. Let yourself be fascinated and curious as you look at this object as if you had never seen it before, as if you didn't know anything about it. Take in the shape, the color, texture. And then look at it through an objective lens. If you were just going to describe it to someone, what is it that you see? Really the bare bones of what's there. And then we move on and look at this object and sense into the feeling tone of what you're seeing. What energy does this thing have? And then let yourself see what's happening inside of you in response to this object. What is your interoception? What is the felt sense inside of your own body as you're looking at this object? And then adding another layer, is there a meaning that you give to this object and to what you see and experience? Is there a story or a metaphor that arises in your mind? And then if you're ready, we're going to take one more step. So allow yourself to become this thing that you've been looking at, to shift perspective. Allowing your imagination to give you a sense, a feeling in your body, what it would be like to be this thing. And let your body shape itself accordingly. Find a posture that befits this object. And now can you find a movement, even if this thing is not normally a moving thing, a movement that represents the energy of this thing. Again, let yourself play, let yourself imagine what kind of movement this object might have if it was a being, if it was a living, breathing being. And perhaps there's even a sound that supports that movement, a sound that you want to make, or a particular way of breathing. Let yourself play and experiment for a moment till you've just got it right, so till it feels like you found this embodied sense of this thing. And as you're making the movement and whatever sound is there, just notice what that feels like on the inside. What happens in your own body in response to this movement. And then see if you can make a connection between the energy of this thing that you're now embodying and the context of your life. Is there any connection? Is there anything that's relevant here from this experience that might connect back to where you found yourself at the beginning of the practice, where you find yourself in your day, in your life? Anything that you can glean from this experience that might be useful to bring back with you. And then take a deep breath and maybe have a little shake to come back to being you. Perhaps once more look at the object, the thing that was the inspiration for this little journey. And you might even like to thank the object for its help, for any ideas, any insights that it provided. You might like to jot down some notes of this experience. And I wish you a beautiful day and hope that this little practice helped you to shift your state, bring a fresh perspective, and perhaps some insights or inspiration for your day.